Yep.
Sure.
So Conservation Council's response to this?
Well, this is a vast area. This is an area which is 5.1 million hectares. That's 3/4 of the size of Tasmania. So this is a really big area. It's 8 times the size of the Perth metro area. It's no small area. And it could just be the start. Once mining companies are in, this is just the foothold. They could then expand from there. So we really want to see legislation on this to make sure this is as small as it possibly can be. But we don't see why as well these communities have to suffer. We know there's a ban in the southwest and we welcome that. And groups like the Australian Medical Association, farmers groups, churches, conservation groups and community groups are all against this.
I know you haven't had a chance to read the scientific report, and neither have we, but the suggestion is from them that the risk from fracking is a lot less than perhaps it has been, that the science is on top of it, that there's no great impact on water, and are you prepared to accept that without having read that report?
I'm not really prepared to accept that. Where we've seen fracking overseas, for instance, in just one state in America, there were over 4,000 spills. So we know this is a very risky business. We know it's dangerous to children's health, to adults' health. That's what the Australian Medical Association tell us. And we know from climate change scientists that this will have a huge impact on climate. And this is terrible for the country.
Has the Premier been sneaky in the way that he's tried to sell the whole 2% thing? When you outline it, actually, when you outline just how big that lot of land is, do you feel like he's undersold it, and whether he's tried to just pull one over and publicise it?
2% can sound like a small number, but like I say, it is a foot in the door. It's still a vast area. It's 5.1 million hectares, nearly the size of Tasmania. And if you look at the aquifers underneath this land, they go much, much further. And when you pollute an aquifer, you destroy a very, very large area. And that's terrible for our farmers and terrible for communities who need that water.
So he's up when he says 2%. What's your reaction when he plays that down?
I think the 2% is a way of introducing the industrialisation of a lot of this state in a way that is going to be very dangerous for this state, very bad for farmers, very bad for Aboriginal communities, and very bad for the general community. There's too much at risk here.
One thing outlined in the report is that a 2-kilometre buffer zone for any drinking water and any dwellings or towns. Does 2 k's make you feel safe?
Not really, because the aquifers can stretch a lot further than 2 kilometres. And this, like I say, this could just be the start. As soon as they get in, they could just keep expanding and expanding and expanding. It's a way of introducing it to the community in a way that doesn't sound too bad, but it's just the foot in the door.
What sort of fight are you guys preparing to put up against the government on this?
The community won't stand for this. Farmers groups won't stand for this. Conservationists won't stand for this. Ordinary people won't stand for this. The overwhelming support for from the people of WA is that they're against it, and we will stand up and we will fight against this.
Can you just get your name and title?
My name's Paddy Cullen. I'm a community organiser at the Conservation Council of Western Australia.
Paddy, is that CULLEN?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much.